And welcome back. It is the 20th of May, Further Maths 5 a day, and let's just go straight to the first question. Okay, first one. Find the set of values of x that satisfies both. So I have two inequalities. Well, I'm going to do this one first at the bottom because this looks a bit easier. So I'm going to add x to both sides, which gives me 6x. I'm going to add 7 to both sides, which gives me 14. Actually, let's put the inequality back in, which means that x is greater than 14 over 6, which is 7 over 3. So relatively straightforward start on that one. Then I have a quadratic inequality. So I'm going to rearrange slightly to be 2x squared minus 7x minus 8 from both sides is minus 30 is less than 0. I can factorise this, can't I? I think it's going to be, let's just write it down. So it's going to be 2x and x, and 30 is probably 6 and 5, and I want minus, yeah, that's right, yeah, so minus 6 plus 5, and that's all less than 0, which means my critical values are minus 5 over 2 and 6. Okay, let's sketch this. So I've got minus 5 over 2, and I've got 6, and then I want it to be less than 0, so it's in between. So in other words, let's put it on one thing. So I've got minus 5 over 2, I've got 6, and I've got 7 over 3. I want all values that are between these 2 points from the quadratic inequality. From here, I want all values that are greater than here. So combine these two, it's 7 over 3, x, 6. Good question. Next question. Oh, it's one of these again. I like these questions. Okay, so let's just do as many points as we can first of all. So A is where x equals 0, so therefore y equals 9, so 0, 9, not too bad. C, also relatively straightforward, is a point 0 minus 8. And B is where, well, 2x plus y is equal, well, 2x plus y equals 9, but I know y is minus 8. So 2x minus 8 is equal to 9, which means that x equals, well, 9 plus 8 is 17. Divide by 2 is 17 over 2. So this point here is 17 over 2 minus 8. And then we can just pull it together, can't we? So the area of the triangle is half the height, which is 9 plus 8, which is 17 again, multiplied by 17 over 2. And that is going to give me, well, 17 squared is 289, and 2 times 2 is 4, so it's going to be 284, that should be 9. It should be 289 over 4. And that's question done. Not too bad, that question. Next one, bearings, yay. A ship leaves the port A and travels 12 kilometres on a bearing 200 to reach B, and then travels due west. Okay, so the diagram here is quite important, so let's draw it over here. So it goes 200, which for the sake of argument is that, and it does that for 12, and then it does this for 20. So I'm going to make this broadly correct, where this, well, actually you can work this out, can't I? So if that's 20, because it's 180 plus 20, it means that this is 20, that's a right angle, and I can sort of fill in the rest later. Let's see what I need to do. And then I know this line here, so it starts, let's get it right, so it leaves A, travels 12 kilometres to reach B, so this is B, and then travels to reach C, and it wants to find out the bearing of A from C. So in other words, I need this angle here. Okay, this doesn't feel like it's too bad this time, does it? Right, usual things. That's 12 and that's 20. So let's just pull this together. So I know that this angle here, let's pull the whole thing in, is going to be, well, because of alternate angles, this is 20. 20 plus 90 is 110. So I know this whole angle is going to be 110, which means I can calculate the length of A to C. Now I know I need the bearing, but the length of A to C is going to be 20 squared plus 12 squared minus 2 times 20 times 12 cos of 110. Calculate rate. And that gives me 26.611. Let's call it 115. That's enough decimal places. Now, what do I need? I know this is a right angle. So actually, if I can work out this angle here, just take that away from a right angle. So let's call this theta. So therefore, theta, let's do this, let's write it out properly. So sine theta over 12 is equal to sine 110 over the thing I've just worked out, which is 26.6115, which means that theta is equal to sine minus 1 of 12 sine 110 over 26.6115, which is equal to, calculator again, 25.07 degrees. Now you'll remember I want the bearing, so I want this number here. So it's going to be 90 minus that, because I know it's due west or due east, so therefore I know it's a right angle. So 90 minus that, it's in my calculator already, so 90 minus my answer is 64.92, and I'm just going to, actually I will call it 65, so therefore the bearing is 65 degrees, which is going to be 065 degrees. And that's my answer. So in other words, I've worked out this, 90 minus that gives me 64.9. 3 significant figures is 065. Question done. Yeah, that looks about right, doesn't it? Happy with that. Next question, and we end with a relatively straightforward one, don't we? So let's fix this first. So 8x to the power of 11 divided by 4x to the 5 is 4, not 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2, not 4. To 11 over 5 is x to the 6, and then I'm adding on. I've got to be careful here because it's 1 over 4, so it's a quarter, and then 7 minus 5 is 2, and then I need to differentiate it twice. So differentiate it once, so dy dx is equal to 12x5 plus a half x, and differentiate it again, so d2y dx squared is equal to 60, big number, 60x4 plus a half. And then I put in x equals 2, the half does matter, put in x equals 2, and so that's going to be 60, 2 to the power of 4 is 16, plus a half, and that's going to give me 1921 over 2. Or the calculator tells me that's 960.5. Either is fine. Good day today. I like that little triangle question in the middle, the bearings question everyone hates, so always good to practice those. As ever, let me know how they went for you. Like, subscribe. See you tomorrow.